Whoa, what's going on in the studio? What are all these notes for?
Haven't you heard? We're selling.
We're selling Cuse Tonight?
Yeah, start saying your goodbyes. Cora has already divided up the assets. You know, next episode you won't even recognize Citrus.
Wow, I'm gonna miss this place.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to go back to the transfer portal.
What's this doing here? The mug clearly has to stay. They placed this wrong.
Cora's
There you go.
What are you doing? No, why are you doing that?
Your seat says to go, so you're gonna go, and I'm gonna be the host now. Welcome back to another episode, my little slices.
No, Emma, no, there's been a mistake. This was meant for the sports department.
Oh, yeah, that makes much more sense.
Yeah. Welcome back, you fantastic fans of Cuse Tonight. I'm Mario Esteb.
And I'm Emma Velardi.
Yes, it's another episode of Cuse Tonight.
Woo! Go Mario!
I enjoy the applause, but what's going on?
I'm celebrating you. Don't you know today, March 2nd, is National Old Stuff Day?
Just because I'm 21 doesn't mean I'm old. But I don't think you really understand what the holiday is actually about. But you know, I appreciate a good celebration, especially when it's about me.
Exactly. Don't you just love random U.S. holidays like the 100th day of school or take your child to work day?
Hold up. 100th day of school is not a random U.S. holiday. I mean, I celebrated that hardcore in elementary school. Okay. But the second one, I feel like you experience that one pretty much every day, you know? Going to work with your parents because you're a Nepo baby. But I love going to work with my parents. That was always fun.
All right, okay. The official holiday isn't until April 24th, but I heard some people, other than me, of course, are celebrating early.
Yeah, like Elon Musk and his son, XE2417, 24-karat magic.
Yes, of course. Right, just a few days ago, X told President Trump to shush his face in the Oval Office.
And then days later, X wiped his booger on Trump's desk, which has since been replaced with a new desk, I believe.
I mean, what kind of name is X anyway?
Honestly, I have no idea. Kids' names these days have just been getting stranger and stranger.
Yeah, like Callan. Ugh.
Kalen.
Yeah.
Another one.
Weird one, such a weird one.
That one rings a bell, but I don't know where I remember that. But anyways, speaking of weird names of kids that I used to know, this is a real story. I actually knew a kid named Ice Cream. I'm not even joking. Spaced out and everything. Very cool guy. No pun intended.
Yeah, I would hope he was cool if he was hot.
He was a great guy.
An issue.
Shout out Ice Cream if you're watching. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you gotta shout him out.
Yeah.
I mean, pregnant women and their cravings, huh? Like, I wonder what kids' names will be like in the future.
Yeah, I've actually got a notes app of baby names that I picked out.
Oh, wow,
when I have kids. Yes.
I don't have that. I guess I'm behind, but let's hear him.
Yeah. So if it's a girl, obviously she'll be named Citronella, you know, for the love of CitrusTV.
Oh, of course.
And for a boy, Dorito, just because you got to name kids after what you love.
Mario, it's okay. It's okay to just say you're hungry.
All right, I'm a little hungry, but Dorito's kind of a cool name. You can't lie, you know. But speaking of these crazy kids, hey, let's see what Sarah's been getting up to lately.
It's Sarah
and Sophia,
and today we're going to be spending 24 hours in the barns. Come with us, get locked inside. Here we are at the top of Barns. Hey guys. It is officially 11 a.m. and we're going to go do a workout. It's officially 12 o'clock. We just finished our workout. As you can see, it was really enjoyable. We are gonna take a little bit of a break and get to work like the studious people we are. Guys, look, we have a visitor, our lovely EP Cora. Do you have any advice from us since you're, the former 24-hour challenge, survivor?
Yeah, that's tough. Just hang in there tight and don't die, because I don't want to do that paperwork.
We're trying something new.
Playing badminton.
Woo! Perhaps we shouldn't have played badminton without having eaten anything yet. I'm sorry, Cora, you said try not to die. We're trying so hard. So we officially spent an hour playing Mario Kart. I won
really
a lot.
Shockingly good. I tried
Shockingly. Some citrus peeps right there. Some citrus peep. Maggie. We are now going to play Super Mario Smash Bros. Oh, it's also 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock.
We're almost done.
We're winding down. It's getting dark out, guys. It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
It's time.
They just made the announcement that the gym is closing. So we've got on our stuff. We're going to head on out. Final moments. Sophia and I are finally leaving the gym. As you can tell, there's nobody here. Let's go.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's give it up for Sarah and Sophia.
Yeah,
Congrats
that's an impressive feat.
to them. Honestly, though, like I feel like I could do that easily. Like, there's so much to do in Barnes.
Yeah.
I would have a lot of fun, just like playing games, working out, because I do that. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a fitness freaks mall. See, personally, this weekend I participated in the 24 hours in my bedroom challenge, in which I didn't get out of my bed for 24 hours, which was frankly awesome.
I've competed. I've done that one as well.
Yeah. But so along these gym lines, Mario, have you been to the gym lately? I mean, I can't tell if you have, but have you?
Should I be offended right now?
Yeah, you should, because you know what time of year it is, right?
Apparently I don't. No, I don't.
Mario, it's the beginning of March.
All right. Why does it being March mean that I have to start and continue getting jacked?
Nice save. But dude, it means we're officially T-minus 6 days until spring break.
Okay, and I don't get the point here.
For 3/4 of the school, it's gonna go live on the beach for a week. March means it's time to start getting ready for those bikini bodies.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but doesn't it take longer than a week to get abs? From experience, it's taken a lot longer than a week for me to get abs.
No. Actually, it's a common myth.
Really?
Silly Mario.
All right, let me see if I can get this right. So, for the special occasion of college spring break, the gods come down from the heavens and grant all of the college kids going on vacations a special March-only superpower that lets them get super toned in 6 days just because they want to show themselves off in swimsuits.
Exactly. Now you're making sense. But no, seriously, the gym is way too busy. Plus, I walked in yesterday and thought it was turning into some kind of Trump cosplay situation.
I don't get that reference. Why Trump?
Yeah, well, everyone looks so orange. I thought I was watching like Fox News or something. It was crazy.
Yeah. Some beauty influencers recently decided that carrots are the most fashionable vegetable. So now everyone is turning themselves orange as part of a movement for healthier beauty. Did I get that right? That could be it?
Not quite.
Or, we have all finally decided to worship Otto as our god and are coloring ourselves appropriately. I think that's it. I'm going to go grab some paint. I'll be right back.
Mario, wait. No, what are you doing? No, get back here. Obviously, it's because everyone is intensely self-tanning before spring break.
Right. All right. Because it would be so wrong to look like you came from a wintry place, such as Syracuse.
Yes, and honestly, I think it's more about not blinding people when you're outside getting a real tan.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of scaring random strangers, we should ask Kaylin. I don't know where she is, but what her plan is for spring break, because I'm kind of worried for her. With her red hair, people could think she's a leprechaun. So
Are we sure she isn't a leprechaun, though?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. But if you're still looking for your lucky pot, stick around, because we will be back with some more golden content.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. I'm so glad you made it through those barbershop and adoption commercials. But, you know, speaking of just, it's March and there's a lot of just education and school stuff going on. We've all had a class where the professor didn't really seem to know what was going on.
I'm suffering through one of those right now as we speak, actually. But our professional class clowns, Julia and Mary, went to ask around some questions.
Mary, did you know that midterms are coming up?
I did, Julia.
Well, did you know what that means?
Yes, that means that you forget about every small assignment and then you go to your professor asking for an extension and then they say you should have known it was in the syllabus that I gave you 3 months ago.
Well, my question is, do professors even know their own syllabus?
That's a good question, Julia. Let's go find out.
I'm here with Professor DiBartolo.
Tanya Dobroviak.
True or false, attendance is not mandatory.
False.
No! God, please, no!
When is our last day of class?
I believe it's Thursday, April 24th.
Down to the day of the week.
What are the 3 course principles?
I'm so lost.
Basically, we would like you to continue to Spanish 202. We would like you to minor and major in Spanish.
The collaboration, very important.
Especially that you can speak well, write well, improve your grammar, learn about culture.
I'm so bad at this.
Exploration and risk.
Exploration, that's what I was looking for. Wow, I'm really bad. I should have studied.
This one's not on the syllabus, but who's your favorite student? Or in this case, students.
Of course you are, Julia.
See?
And Grant, I think you are as well.
Grant, shout out Grant, our cameraman.
Okay, next question. What are the required reading materials for this class?
There are no specific required reading materials, although the readings are released on Blackboard Weekly.
Yes.
Results are in. Turns out professors do know what's on their syllabus.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Shout out to our professors.
Yeah.
And then also, good luck this week with midterms because they are coming up.
I feel like their polling sample was false because I don't know a single one of my teachers that actually knows what's on there.
Yeah.
But I do have to note that, Julia, if all I had to do for my Spanish class to get an A was interview my teacher, I would have done that years ago. I promise.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the reminder that midterms are this week because I low-key forgot. But we have officially made it to March, which means it's also deadline time.
The question is, though, what deadlines are there? Like, I'm sure there are a bunch, but I can't think of a single one off the top of my head.
You know, there's got to be at least one. What else would all those advising emails be about, right?
You mean those essays, like those novels that get sent to our inbox like 3 times a week? I thought their only purpose was to raise my blood pressure and scare me into getting back into my homework.
Well, if that's the point, they are very successful. But honestly, have you ever read one of those emails?
No, not at all.
All right, good. Me neither. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. They're honestly like terms of service, but there's like a new one every 3 days, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like the trolls under the bridge who pop up when you try to enter your email. Everything is like written in riddles, and the only payment is to mark them all as read.
Yeah, the one that I actually read, or I honestly just skimmed it, to be honest, was talking about graduation, which we're both juniors, so like I'm not even sure if my advisor knows who I am because I legit got that email like beginning of my freshman year.
Yeah, and now I'm getting my ones for like prepping for graduation, and I'm purposely
let's not
reading
talk about
those.
that.
No, not at all. It would probably be helpful to go meet them in person and like actually just get the information that we need to know.
I know. But if only there was a place where they posted their drop-in hours.
That'd be so convenient.
Because I look at the syllabus and I can't find it. But wait, don't skim over this episode. Like your emails because we've got more fun stuff coming up.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back, my little frozen Syracuties. You're not going to want to miss this.
Yes, we can all agree that the weather around Cuse has been crazy lately. So our Kennedy Mason has more on that subject.
Good evening, Cuse Tonight, and welcome back to Kennedy's Cantina. My name is Kennedy Mason, and I'm here to report on all things current at Cuse. Well, Cuse Tonighters, spring break is right around the corner, and for your sake, I pray that you're all headed off to somewhere warm next week. In the meantime, let's take a look at the forecast for these final days in Cuseland. While we are currently filming this episode during a snowstorm, it's looking like Monday might present us with a chance of seeing the sun. Sound the alarms! This is exciting news! Here at Syracuse, our relationship with the sun is a complicated one. It's like one you have with an ex. You don't see them every day, but once in a while they pop up just to remind you that they exist. Tuesday and Wednesday are looking pretty warm, but don't let these high temperatures fool you. The 19-mile-an-hour winds will be sure to remind you that Puxatawny Phil said winter is not over. We decided not to report on Thursday and Friday's forecast because we're aware that some lucky students whose classes are canceled will leave for break and their spring break will start early. For the unfortunate students whose professors forced them to remain on campus until Friday, we hate that for you. Lastly, I will leave you with this message. Despite the weeks of harsh winds, hazardous roads, and icing conditions, us Syracuse students have persevered, and in other words, we at Syracuse are simply built different. So pat yourself on the back for making it this far in the semester, and have a great spring break because you deserve it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna pat myself on the back right there. Thank you, Kennedy, for that.
Yeah, good for you. I'm actually a local to Syracuse, so that means my spring break is here, which
that's unfortunate. I'm
sorry. I actually, you know what, now that I bring it up, I don't want to talk about it. But speaking of weather and seasons, it's my favorite one, award season. The Oscars were this past weekend, and I know you're a movie nerd, you little TRF major.
It's true, we both have the same fake major. You couldn't have picked a better pair to talk about this topic, and honestly, I kind of want to try to put myself in Conan's shoes, do a little opening monologue if that's okay.
Try it out.
Welcome to the 97th Annual Academy Awards. For those of you who are more dedicated to CitrusTV than Conan O'Brien, who got demoted by two-time Best Entertainment Show winners, Cuse Tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that picture.
Yeah. I wonder who will have higher viewership. Actually, it's pretty obvious. It's definitely us. Yeah,
my mom and dad are calling my grandparents. So
well, that's literally more than the Oscars. Yeah.
Exactly.
But before we start talking about the awards, I think we need to address the blatant sexism because I mean, there are no women nominated for Best Actor. Like that's so rude.
Typical Hollywood. Am I right?
I know.
Personally, I don't think the show is long enough. Kind of on the other end of that, but I've got some great new categories that I think should be added.
Okay.
So first one, Best Popcorn Bucket. As you can see, we have Dune right there on the right. A journey to get your popcorn through that. I didn't even watch the movie. I don't even know what that is, but
yeah, that's
a journey. I would
so
go to the movie just to buy that popcorn bucket.
You could buy them on eBay, but they might be used. So
okay, then I don't want that.
Yeah. I think the Captain America one seems pretty cool. I mean, you can like expand it and then collapse it, just like the ceiling did in that one showing. And then for the Deadpool one,
I'm not putting my hand in the Wolverine one. That's kind of weird.
I think they perfected the Wolverine one. I think that's like the top of the line. I would vote for that as an Academy member.
Right.
I would vote for that as the best one.
I guess the Wolverine one is the winner for the best popcorn bucket. Next award, the longest end credits. What do you think?
Honestly, I don't really care. I usually leave before the credits roll.
That's true.
How about most canceled cast? I feel like that has to be a tie between It Ends With Us and Emilia Perez.
Yeah, wow. Talk about controversy, am I right?
Those two are
That's
crazy.
They're gonna share that Oscar for sure.
For sure.
All right, next award, we have the best AI generated film. Here would definitely take that one. Did not even know that was a movie. Horrible name for it. Here, that's so AI generated.
No, I
right?
know. I feel like Tom Hanks looks more like Woody in this movie than
Tom
he
Hanks?
does like Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Tom, you were doing such good movies in the 90s. Why are you doing Here and A Man Called Otto?
90s, 30 years ago, bro. But
come on, Tommy.
I think the biggest mistake of the year would have to go to Joker 2. I don't even know the full name, so that's how bad of a mistake it was.
You love musicals, though.
Well, not that one.
That's true.
For biggest snub, Challengers. I am a diehard Challengers fan. I loved that movie. I think it should have been nominated for everything.
Yeah. Little anecdote. I went to see Challengers with my mom and my Lola. So do not recommend, because the car ride was very awkward on the way back.
I would assume.
I think my Lola fell asleep, honestly. I looked over and she was sleeping.
Better. It's for the better.
All right. Next award that we should add, actor that was too hot for their role. And I think we can agree on this one.
Yeah, this one's pretty obvious.
1, 2, 3.
Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. Did you say Jeff Goldblum?
I said Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Okay, maybe a little Jeff Goldblum. Sorry, maybe it's just me, but
I think it is.
He was great as the Wizard of Oz.
All right, best movie to not watch with your parents. I think definitely Baby Girl, but
Baby Girl,
Challengers is up there for sure. Yeah, agreed.
Didn't even see Baby Girl. Just didn't want to risk having to deal with the car ride after.
Real.
All right, most forgettable movie. We have the movie called Uglies, tied with another live action, the live action Lion King. Why is it even called a live action when they're not real lions, are they?
No, if you have to do voiceover, if there aren't actors on the screen, it's not live action.
Yeah, disappointing, because I love the Lion King.
We need to leave them dead. Jungle Book was the start of a bad slope for Disney, and we need to stop it.
I agree.
Yeah, I think, the award for movie whose main audience was Newhouse students 100% goes to Saturday Night. I think that we all think that we could be on SNL, and none of us actually can.
No,
we're not funny enough.
We're not funny enough. Finally, most awaited sequel, I think goes to the one and only Inside Out 2.
Don't you think it would be Gladiator 2?
No, I've been waiting for Inside Out 2. Being from Minnesota, like Riley, it made us kind of relate, and just going through all those emotions, it spoke to me. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I have to admit, that movie really put me in my feels.
Yeah. Well, if you're looking for some more feelings like laughter, we've got a special guest up next.
If you've been waiting for us to spill some of our most embarrassing secrets on air, today is your lucky day.
And joining us for our game, we have a very special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself right now.
Hi, I'm Macy Aiken. I'm a local comedian on campus, and I'm really excited to be here.
Yes, we are excited that you're here as well, because we have a very fun game. If you don't know, 2 truths and a lie. I'll explain it if you don't know how it works. Basically, we're each going to say 3 statements about ourselves, 2 of them being true and 1 of them being false. It's then up to the other 2 to try and guess which one is the lie. You guys can work together and ask questions, but I think I'm gonna start it off. I have them on my handy dandy phone right here.
Thank you for the explanation. You did that.
Yeah, if you didn't know how to play. All right, my 3 statements. 1, I created a fight club in elementary school. 2, I don't know how to swim. And 3, I was 8 years old when I ate my first peanut.
And you have a peanut allergy, don't you? So like maybe...
All right, that's important information.
Yes,
It could be like a thing, because this is totally what I would do. I didn't do this though, by the way. As I would say, it would be the peanut one is the lie, but it would be like, I was actually 7. You know what I mean?
And then I went to the hospital.
I want to go for the peanut one.
You think that's the lie?
I don't know, like how do you think of swimming?
I feel like...
You guys could ask me questions
I feel
too,
like,
if you need more clarification.
How have you never learned how to swim?
I went to swim school, or
And
not
drowned?
swim school, it was like my friend's backyard, and I was just horrible at it, and I just stopped.
Sorry, you can't confuse friend's backyard with swim school. That's
Same
the
thing.
lie.
No, it's the same thing.
So like if we threw you in a pool, you would just like drown. You wouldn't be able to do anything?
Just, don't try it.
You don't know how to...
I say I don't know how to swim, but like if you threw me in the deep end, I could maybe...
Like tread water?
Doggy paddle it?
Maybe whatever that is.
Yeah, doggy paddle? Okay.
Yeah.
Good acting.
And then for the fight club, was there a reason or did you just
My dad showed me the movie in 5th grade, and I like was obsessed with it, so we bought like the headgear and the things.
Okay, but aren't you not supposed to talk about it?
Yeah.
That is true.
You're violating the
but it was in our basement. It was in our basement.
In the basement. That was also a swim school.
Swim school.
I'm gonna go with the swim one.
Yeah,
we can disagree.
I think the peanut one is the lie.
Both wrong. I did not have a fight club in elementary school. I don't know how to swim, and I am allergic to peanuts, but I didn't have it until I was 8 years old.
Interesting.
Oh.
What a niche. That was a good one. That was a good
that
round.
was great.
Thank
That
you.
was really good.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Macy, you're up.
I hope I also win. Okay. I've met Debbie Ryan. My first and my middle name are actually swapped on my ID, and I've never lost a burping contest.
How frequently are you in burping contests?
Whenever I want to be.
And what classifies a burping contest?
The hardest and longest.
Okay.
Okay.
How did your ID, like, what did they just?
No, I just like my actual first name is Tess,
Okay.
and I go by Macy because I don't like the name Tess.
So on your ID it says Tess Macy.
Tess Macy Aiken.
Tess Macy Aiken.
I feel like that would make like traveling really hard if you're like going
No, well,
by.
that's
the legal document.
That's my
I
legal
guess.
name. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
what I mean by swapped is that I just go by.
Okay.
Like Macy, yeah.
Where'd you meet Debbie Ryan?
Yeah.
Salt City Market, downtown Syracuse.
She was here?
Yeah, I don't know why, but she was asking where she should get some food nearby, and I told her not to go to this one sandwich place or else she would explode.
Okay.
Which was not very cool, cool, calm, and collected of me at all.
I want to believe the first one, just because that would be a cool story.
Oh, the Debbie Ryan one?
I feel like that would be too random for you to just like pull out randomly.
Okay, well, he had the Fight Club thing.
Yeah, that one was really
Yeah, actually, no holds barred.
That was niche, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to go number 2.
Yeah,
I think
the name thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think your real name is just Macy Tess.
I agree.
Damn, okay.
Damn it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm glad we won.
Those were good
Sorry,
stories, though.
Thank you.
Those
no,
were
any
great.
excuse to tell people that I told Debbie Ryan she was going to poop her pants. So.
Oh, wow, awesome. Okay, all right.
I'm glad that
so
was true.
for mine are, I used to wear 2 different shoes every day to be different. I was suspended in preschool, and I was once put in Disney jail.
How are you suspended in preschool?
Yeah.
So I punched somebody in the stomach, and she was the daughter of the principal, and then I got suspended. But her mom told me that she deserved it, so it was only like a 2-day suspension rather than like a week long.
How good of a liar is she? Because that
That's pretty good. Is Disney jail like fun though?
No, it's not. You would think that it is. They take you through like the doors on the side, and then you have to like go into the little holding area. It's not like super aggressive because I was a kid, so they were like just kind of holding me there until my parents could get a hold of me. It was just because I went into one of those.
So you were lost.
No, I went into one of those like events where you talk to the characters, and I was like, "You're not real." And then I tried to start a revolt with the rest of the kids that were in line.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, "We need to."
When you walked in, were people like on the bars like?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Fresh meat. Yeah. Okay.
No.
And what was the other one?
Yeah, what was the
The
first?
two different
The two different
every
shoes
day.
No, that's believable for you. Like no disrespect to that.
Okay, cool.
I might go Disney jail as
I
the
think
lie.
Disney as well.
Disney jail?
I just don't
Disney
think
jail
that's
is the lie.
Yes.
I did start
so
the
good at
revolt.
this
They
game.
just didn't catch me.
Okay.
I ran away
Wow.
fast enough.
Yeah.
So she can run really fast, even in opposing shoes.
Exactly.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess the takeaway of this game is that I'm a really good liar.
And we're
you
not.
guys aren't. But if you want more great content, if you like what you see, and follow at Cuse Tonight on Instagram and TikTok. That is the lie. But for tonight, I'm Mario Esteb.
And I'm Emma Velardi.
And don't go anywhere because we have a great stand-up routine for Macy Aiken coming up. We'll see you soon.
Yay!
Woo.
Women are bad with Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now,
we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
I'm Aiken to hear some comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Macy Aiken.
Hi guys, I'm Macy. I'm a New York 7, Chicago 8, and not a regular white girl. I am the second to left emoji skin tone option. So a lot of people are confused about my sexuality. In 1841, Hong Kong was colonized by Great Britain and is now in the process of being handed over to mainland China. So when I went abroad to Hong Kong, I felt it really important to immerse myself in the culture. So I hooked up with a British dude. And then a mainland girl, but we didn't go all the way. I'm really excited to be here tonight. I feel like a lot of other late night comedy shows or just shows generally have been tanking. A lot of hosts are getting really touchy with their super hot and touchable guests. And even Drew Barrymore gets to like third base with her guests. It's a little bit absurd. Honestly, if you want to do some late night talking and touching, my name is Macy Tess Aiken, and I live on the corner of Stratford and Ackerman. I'm just joking. So in high school, my mom had cancer, which came at a really bad time for us because I just submitted my Common App. But not only did she have cancer, she had COVID. So we called it the double C's, which she then lost, which is not funny, it's just sad. So, but I remember when we had to shave her head, and you know those really beautiful videos where you're shaving someone with cancer's head, and then you take the razor to your own head, and it's really beautiful, and everyone's crying, and everyone's also bald, and there's hair everywhere. My worst fear was my mom thinking I was going to do that. Have you seen these locks? They glisten. So, I think my mom's watching. How's my hair look? Too soon? Sorry. I have a really bad problem with being borderline politically incorrect with those plagued by blindness. I was once playing Yahtzee with a blind guy, and I cheated. Just turned the die. He made it too easy, honestly. Alan, if you're not seeing this. I also had a blind dog growing up. And growing up, I also had an incessant need to rearrange my room layout. So if you're starting to put the dots together, I would put my bed where my dresser is and my dresser where my bed is, and my dog would go and jump on my bed. That was now my dresser, and well, he'd hit the ground harder than my ass on a toilet after Taco Bell. So he's dead now. Not because of that, though. That needs to be known. But I'm not sure if all of that deems me politically incorrect. I'd like to think I'm a pretty politically correct gal. I mean, I call Pluto a little person planet. Yeah, okay. If it wasn't already made clear, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. By that, I mean I'm actively Jewish and was invited to no bat or bar mitzvahs in the 7th grade, so that was hard for me. I wasn't cool. I wasn't cool. I was a kid who was into adult things, like Lana Rhoades. No, I actually was really into high quality bedding, pillows and duvets, all that good stuff. So with me, it's not pillow talk, it's Egyptian cotton 1,000 thread count conversation with copper for cooling properties. So maybe I am cool. Thank you, that's my set.